Max Hunt is no stranger to us here on the Field Sports channel, and his latest globe-trotting adventures are all about experiencing the best hunting and fishing around the world. With his partner Rags and his faithful pooch in tow, Max has just arrived in the middle of the night at the sleepy village of Havøsund to experience what guide fishing in Norway has to offer. Well, that's if he can find anybody.
Finally, we made it up to the very north of Norway. It's pretty late at night here, and we found a spot where we're supposed to meet with the guys. But as you can see here, there's nothing going on here. Nothing at all.
Oh well, it's late. Maybe we'll have better luck in the morning after a good night's sleep.
I haven't been sleeping at all, for several reasons. One of them, the seagulls calling all night. The second one is the sun is up all night. But last but not least, I am so nervous. I've been waiting for this moment actually quite long. For me, it has been a childhood dream to get to the north of Norway, catching big fish in the open sea. And I'm so excited. But before that, I think we'll have a real breakfast with Brian in here.
Brian is our skipper for the day, and it appears that not only does he know where the fish lurk, but also several thousand calories.
So Reggie, what's the plan?
We are gonna fish. We are so up north in Norway that you can almost come and it smells fish everywhere, and we're gonna fish.
The excitement cannot be contained any longer, so it's time to get this party started.
Mermaid, get on board! That's our sexy mermaid.
Today, Max is setting out with Norway Guide Fishing, who have 6 boats available to hire, fully loaded with all the best gear that you could ever wish for. But what can the visiting fishermen expect?
First of all, they can expect a lot of fish. Even for Norway, this area is exceptional, rich of fish. I've been fishing several places from here to the south, and I must say this area is very, very special. A lot of fish.
So there's a lot of fish in the area. Anything else?
And besides that, you have different species. You have redfish, sea wolf, big cod, and a lot of people come from for halibut. This area is especially famous for halibut.
Is that it?
Furthermore, we nearly always can go fishing even when it's windy.
Okay, so you may have us beat here in Britain on that one. And if that's not enough reasons to convince you, then listen to this.
This winter in March, we were fishing for skrei, the name of the cod who is coming from the Barents Sea, come in here close to the shore. And that morning, the morning, we got 10 past 30 kilos, big fish. And I got one of 35 kilos and 1.5 meter. It was my record, and I'll not never beat that. It was a fantastic day.
So there's some monster trophy fish to be had as well. With that long list of credentials, we should definitely see some sport. And they may even bag a fish of a lifetime. It's not long before Lady Luck hooks into the first fish of the day.
Ja, sådan. Så det var kom på top. Ja, kom.
Jävlar i satan!
Vad så?
Jag har fått fisk! Oj, Jesus!
Using this big rubber fish, it's the shads here from Savage cod bait here, one of the most popular baits in Norway.
Jeez.
Fishing for maximum 1 minute, catching the first fish.
And they're strong, they're pretty strong.
And we're using a lot of catch and release, so we put them out again. Everybody can catch the cod bait.
This is better than any Golden Goddess workout, as she winches in her second fish.
Ah! It's heavy!
Well, it may not be that particular fish of a lifetime, but what it's lacking in weight, it certainly is being made up for in volume, as no sooner as the fish has been released, Rag's rod is handed back to her with another fish already on it.
Right now we're getting the pulse up to around 180, and then we just keep on pushing.
It's not surprising really when you take a look at what's happening down below.
We've been
fishing for an hour here, and Brian kept on saying, this is the spot, this is the spot, and I was almost giving up. But something is down here. I think it's a Russian submarine, actually. It's a halibut. That's a hell of a halibut. Now this is my first Norwegian fish ever. And it's too small to take home, so we better release. There he goes. Going it big. My first halibut ever.
Boom, and the fish just keep coming. And coming.
Oh, it's heavy.
The Norwegian waters are living up to their reputation, although there might be some debate over the size.
Okay, we just met two very happy Swedish guys, so I could take my Swedish language and talk to them, and they took this fish story about this huge fish, and they took it up and they said, oh, it's like 20 kilos, but it was 12, I think, says Brian.
I think also around 12 maximum.
Maximum. And they were like, yeah, no, it's 19 or 20. We promise, it's like a fat fish, okay? And then they show it to us and they were, whoop, it's just fish stories. It's lovely.
With time moving on and daylight rapidly staying the same, it's time to head back to shore. The next morning it's back out onto the water for some more species and perhaps that monster fish.
I got my catfish. These guys actually know what they're doing. I ask for code, I get code. Then I ask for tusk, I get tusk. Then I ask for catfish, and look what's coming up. This is heaven on earth for fishermen. Crazy. My first catfish ever. One of the reasons I dreamed about getting a fish like this is I want to put my teeth in it. Tasting it. Everybody tells me it's some of the best fish you can get. And we will try that out later tonight.
It's not really a monster fish, more a fishy monster. To Max, it's a catfish, but to us, it's a wolffish. And as another comes to the boat, it seems that those fried breakfasts may have finally caught up with Rags. Well, that's one way of chumming the water. It's certainly not disturbing the fishing, and as more fish come to the boat, Max has decided to change to a deadbait in hope of catching something a little different.
Actually, we've used a cold fish as a baiting fish right now, about 40 centimeters, and we hooked him up and we put him out. And now there's something going on here. Somebody swallowed my cold fish. It's a code. That's the first time ever I get disappointed by a code of 10 kilos. Sorry guys, but I suspected a halibut. But a code, 10 kilo, is pretty normal out here.
Oh well, there's still tomorrow. And as the sun goes nowhere, it's time to fire up the grill and enjoy the other side of fishing the deep blue. It's the final day, and it looks like everyone is back on form.
Another lovely day on the sea. We're gonna try and catch some fishes today as well, and I'm gonna try and not get seasick because yesterday was awful. I was laying here and I was like ready to jump in the sea. And I hate when the other guys are like, oh, you want to eat the mackerel sandwich? No! I don't want to eat that. We're gonna catch some of those halibuts.
We're out here on the Norway Sea, try to catch some halibut, and we will catch some cold fish first for bait. So we go down now.
However, it seems like the bait fish are not too keen to live up to their title.
Try to catch some small bait, cold fish, but it's a big problem. We only catch big fish like this one. Another big one. We only want the small ones.
I bet you've never heard a fisherman say that before.
So, take him out again. Finally, got some more nice cold fish for bait. Perfectly for halibut.
With enough bait fish, it's time to find those elusive, big, beautiful brown slabs of halibut. Halibut, around 70 kilo, are common here, but the largest rod-caught one in the area has weighed in at 165 kilos, and they can get even bigger.
First halibut of today. We just lost one 2 minutes before, and now we got this one up. We got a little bit tangled together, so we got it on video. 77 centimeters. We've been fishing in about an hour. Perfect weather, perfect conditions. Now we're heading for the next one. We released this one here.
It appears we may be in the right area, as Max's line suddenly takes off with something
Hello,
big.
Max. How are you doing?
I'm pretty busy, sorry. I hope we got the halibut you were looking for. We're fishing with a bait fish on about 40 centimeters in a depth of 40 meters. And suddenly, bam! Actually, it is the fish deciding where we're going right now, and Brian is trying to following it with the boat.
Brian is over here. Yeah.
Hi, Brian.
Smiling. Yeah. So right now it's teamwork. That's what you need to get a big fish.
Quite close to the hotspot.
Yep.
Yes! This is fishing!
No, wrong way!
That's a halibut bend. Max, you're doing pretty good. That will be the fish of your life. Promise you.
It will. Fighting for 15 minutes, and after 15 minutes, bam! Fish gone. That's fishing. Of course, we always tell the fish we lose are the biggest fish we ever had on the hook. But this one, I think everybody on board agrees on, that was a hell of a fish. Fighting 15 minutes, big runs, running out 20, 30, 50 meters sometimes, fighting it. That's how it goes. That's part of the game.
It most certainly is, and with lots of untouched fishing grounds still to explore, there's always next time. If you've been inspired to fish the Norwegian Sea around Havesund, then check out www.norwayguidefishing.dk. If you would like to follow Max Hunt around his globe-trotting adventures, then check out his YouTube channel, The Max Hunt.